Hey guys, here's a new fan that I got. This right here is my Evergo Ornate GE vent ceiling fan from the 80s, not exactly sure when. There's no date on it, unlike on my Evergo Hugger, which has the date on the top of the switch housing / nose column. Anyway, got this off of Craigslist, and I was very, very lucky to actually get two of them off of Craigslist. There's the one hanging right here that you see, and then there's another one right there. I'm going to be hanging that one up next, testing it. But look, there's the motor, the blades, canopy, the light kit's somewhere in there, and there's the shades right there. Anyway, these fans are pretty rare. Basically, take a look at all the detail of the ornateness and everything. These are very rare. It's very rare to find an ornate fan with GE vents. So, I mean, like, look at that. Top is ornate too. That's really, really good craftsmanship. I mean, even the blade arms. I like how the similar to a traditional style crescent moon blade arm, yet the middle bars here are like ribbons or something. It's so cool, and then the leaves go all the way up into across the arm, but they aren't on the mounting tabs for the arms, but that's okay. So these are an antique brass. I'm not sure if they came in any other finish, because the ones that I've seen have all been an antique brass. I don't know. But not only are these rare because they are ornate and just so unique, they're also remote controlled, which is very, very, I mean, this is probably one of the very first remote controlled fans that ever came out. And there are a few videos on YouTube that you'll see of these. I think Cole has a video and someone else does, I can't remember. But both of those are missing their remotes, so they had to use speed control. This one and the other one actually both came with their remotes. And the remotes are over here. Hang on a second. There. Here are the remotes, as you can see. Really nice and big, kind of like TV remotes. Realign the light here so you can see it. But you can see they've got off. Here's the fan controls. And there's the light controls right there. And then there's the Evergo logo down at the bottom. And if you flip it over, you can see the tag. It's model TX101. And it takes 2 AA batteries. And what I discovered is that both of these remotes are interchangeable. You can use them with any Evergo remote controlled fan. At least I've tried them. I've tried each one with both fan motors, and they both worked. So I guess if you had 2 of them installed, you could use one remote for each fan, which is strange because the place I got these from, they had come out of a really neat dual install in like the kitchen, and it was in the dining room, which was right outside the kitchen, in the living room. And they must have been replacing, well, obviously they were replacing these. It's amazing how they didn't get rid of one of the remotes and just keep one so they control both fans. But, you know, after thinking about that, that doesn't really make sense, because then you couldn't have one fan off and another on, and you have to control the lights together, so, you know, I guess it does make sense that they kept both. Anyway, let's see, I'm going to use this remote to demonstrate this fan. I'll use the other one for the other fan in the next video. But, let's see, it has cane blades. The cane was facing upward when I got it, so I had to flip the cane around because everyone loves cane. It's got the typical Evergo cane style with the pointed tip at the top of the blade, but the cane has a flat edge right there. That is a classic Evergo style feature. My Evergo Hugger has that, and I know banana fans have that, and a lot of other things. It's got the cast iron orange spinner motor that most of these fans of this era had. And you'll notice these black bars on the switch cap. Those are not pilot lights, like some might think. Those are actually remote receivers for the remote control, the infrared signal sent by the remote control. So instead of like in the modern fans that are remote controlled with the receivers up in the canopy or at the top of the motor, you have to like go way up here with the remote so it can reach the canopy. You can't do it from right underneath the fan. So I think this is a much better design, although it doesn't look too pretty with those black bars. It does somewhat hide the remote receivers. I think it looks pretty cool, actually, those 3 black bars. They do look pretty cool. So it has a two-piece plastic canopy at the top. And it's not really all together because I had to, the down rod is very, very short on both fans. Down rod's very short. These came off of a very short ceiling. Very, very, even lower ceiling than my ceiling, and you can see how low my ceiling is. But luckily it worked out because I don't have really high ceilings, so, you know, I can install this pretty easily. The canopy didn't want to go together, though. You can see right there. Had a little bit of trouble getting it together. And it just barely fits in there, so very, very tight fit. But luckily I think it looks okay. It would look better if the that part was antique brass, but, you know. And then all the tags right here. There's the Evergo model number tag. This one is model number, what does it say there? It says 4R-5ALW. I'm guessing that the R is for remote. Not sure what the rest of the rest of the numbers are for. And then right underneath it's Evergo Industrial Enterprise Incorporated. So yeah, I don't know if these are sold at Montgomery Wards or not. I'm gonna guess they aren't because I've never seen any branded Montgomery Wards. So I don't think they were. In fact, I'm pretty certain they weren't. Anyway, right up there is a pull chain. That is actually for on-off operation. It just shuts the whole fan down, light and everything, when you pull that. And then right there's a switch, but that is not a reverse switch like you would think it would be. It's a remote manual switch. So when it's in the up position, it's being controlled by the remote. And when it's in the down position, then it's just the motor is powered on high and the light is on all the time. So it just basically becomes your normal fan. So you have to use a 3-speed control with it. The light kit that's on here is not a genuine Evergo light kit. Hold on a second, let me reposition this light so you can see better. Okay, it's not a genuine Evergo light kit. It's actually a Casablanca light kit. And they both came with the same light kit. Both were matching. Both were identical. They were the ideal dual installation. They both had matching light kits, and this is the Casablanca K4C, I believe. Someone had told me that. I was going to take these off and put one of them on my Delta 2, but I wanted to wait till I finished the demo videos. They got these really, really great shades right here. They're really pretty. Like the swirl pattern, and they look like flowers. Just so cool. Hang on a second, I gotta let the cat out. There. Sorry about the shakiness. I'm using my iPad once again, so it's very big and hard to handle. Anyway, let's see. I guess I can go ahead and start demonstrating the fan now. Now what I'll do first is I'll go over the factory remote speeds and its settings and everything, and then I'll switch it to manual and I'll show you on the 3-speed wall control. So here is the light. Here's the light. Turn it. This is off, this is on, so I'll turn it on. You can see it comes right on. No hesitation at all. And then if you want to dim it, there's a dimmer button right there. So you can dim it, as you can see. It starts to get dimmer. And that's as dim as it gets. And then you can make it bright again by pushing the bright button right next to it. Okay, you can just turn it off like that with the off button on the far left. Now, I'll start up the fan. So I'll first put it on high, push the high button, Now it is a little bit noisy. The motor makes sort of a, just accidentally turned the light on. The motor makes sort of like a vibrating noise for some reason. I don't know if that's bad or I don't know what it is. But I did have to oil the bearings when I got it at first. It was very, both motors spun freely when I got them, but when I powered them up to test them, they got really stiff just from running, so I had to oil the bearings. I'm guessing these things they had been hanging up there and hadn't been run in a while. Okay, so the clicking you're hearing is actually from the canopy up there. It's not screwed on. Well, it's screwed on tight, but you know, the moving is making it make that noise. And the switch housing is a little loose as well, so that causes the light kit to wobble. I'll put it on medium. Let's see. Now you can hear the vibrating noise it makes. It's fine on high, but for some reason when you put it on either medium or low, it makes that vibrating. Sounds almost like a washing machine draining. Sounds like our washing machine when it goes into the drain cycle. Yeah, if I wanted to install this somewhere, I wouldn't put it in a bedroom because I think it would be very hard to sleep with. Or at least I'd put it on manual and use it with the speed control, because when I do that, it doesn't make that noise. But the medium, it does have a pretty nice medium speed. It's not too fast, not too slow. And it is blowing quite a lot of air. I can feel a good breeze coming from it. And now low. And now the vibrating sound sounds just like a bunch of clicking. It is quieter. I think I could sleep with it running like this, though. I might try that tonight. Okay. So that's as slow as it goes. It does have a very nice low. And now I'll shut it off. And okay, and now to reverse it, there's a reverse button on the remote, so I'll reverse it and high. Like it's wobbling a little more than it was on forward. It's actually quieter in reverse. I didn't notice that. Now medium. Yeah, it is a little bit quieter in reverse. I don't know why that is. Pretty nice medium. And now low. Okay. Now off. And now I'll switch it to manual mode. And when I do, it'll start up in forward on high because the speed control is on high right. So it's going to go on to high speed right now. Okay, that's high. And now I'll switch the speed control down to medium. And like I said before, the vibrating doesn't show up when it's on the manual speed for some reason. So there's a nice close-up view of the motor. The medium speed is actually very, very close to what it is on the remote. Maybe a little bit slower. Yeah. This medium's definitely a lot slower than on the original. Okay. And low. It's very quiet on the speed control, so I really don't know why it's so loud with the remote. And I haven't tried putting both the remote and the speed control on low yet. I'm afraid I might damage the electronics in the switch housing for the remote components and everything. Okay. Now I'll turn it off. And stop the blades. Okay, so that is it for this fan. And another thing I did forget to mention is that these also did come in a non-remote version, and they were sold by Winco. The non-remote version was sold by Winco. And those are very, very rare, much rarer than these. And I've never seen one. I don't think there are any videos on it on YouTube. I know that Dan wants to find one for the museum. I was going to offer one of these to him, but you know, I'll see how that goes. Anyway, I guess I'll be showing the other fan in the next video. Alright, here's the other fan, the other Evergo Ornate GE vent. I put this one up. I used everything except for the shades and the mounting bracket. These shades are from the other fan, and the mounting bracket is from the other fan because I didn't really, you know, it was already up there. I didn't feel like taking it down. The shades are from the other fan because the other ones are still dusty. I haven't cleaned them yet. So, I did forget to mention in the last segment that I'm doing all my testing in the winter inside because out in the shed it's very cold and I don't want to like freeze. So that's why I'm doing all my testing inside in my room for the winter season, for any fans I get. So this one works the same way off of this remote here. I'm using the other remote. So here's the light. There, the light came on. And the dim setting works just like the other fan. Okay, that's the dim setting. And then to make it brighter, now I did learn to make it brighter, you can either hold down the bright button or you can just push on again and it'll go back to full brightness. So I thought that was pretty cool. Once again, there's the pull chain and the on-off pull chain and the manual and remote switch. And this one has the same motor. I did notice this one's bearings are a little bit noisier. It makes a little bit more wet bearing noise. This was the one I had to oil a little more. Not sure why that is, but anyway, here's high. Well, I think. Let's try that again. There. Guess I better stand over here. I'll dim the light a little bit. That looks really nice. Actually, with the light all dim like that. So that's high. Turn that off for now. Let's see. I'm going to do medium now. This one also makes that strange vibrating sound, just like the other one. And this one's a little bit noisier. And low speed. Oh, try that again, low speed. It's a pretty good view. Now, off. And let's see. Reverse. Oh, gotta hold the remote over here. And start this one up on low in reverse. There it goes. pretty quiet in reverse. Once again, medium. It's not picking up the signal. There it goes. Is that medium or is that? Oh, that's medium. I'm feeling a lot of air over here. And finally, high. No, it's actually pretty quiet on high. Pretty sure that vibrating, that buzzing sound is actually a vibration from the light kit, because when I hold the light kit, the vibration stops. It's probably one of the light bulbs. Yeah, it was that light bulb vibrating. Okay. Let's try the light again. Dim it down. It's a little bit wobbly. Okay, brighten it. That's the brightest it goes. Off with the light. And now reverse it once more forward. Now turn it off. Okay, I'm not going to show this one in manual because you already saw that. But yeah, that's the two Evergo Ornate G events. This one right here and that one up there. So thank you for watching, and there'll be a lot more to come soon, I hope. All right, bye.